Okay, so today we are going to start with exercise 23C, and all the problems that I'm going to be doing, I have referred them from class 9 Salina Publications, chapter 23, which is trigonometric ratios, and the subject is maths, of course. And it is written by Mr. R.K. Bansal. So you could refer all these problems that I'm about to do from that textbook. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Now our first question states that find x degree. Now over here we have if for cos square x degree minus 1 is equal to 0, and there's some condition given over here. So in this condition, in the first question, it states to find x degree. Now over here, whatever answer you get x degree, make sure that it is greater than equal to 0 degree or smaller than equal to 90 degree, not more, not less. Okay, so first of all, we'll find 4 cos square x degree minus 1 is equal to 0. So we can write this as 4 cos square x degree is equal to 1. Therefore, there is no multiplication symbol between 4 and cos square x, so I can refer to it as multiplication symbol. So I can write it as cos square x degree is equal to 1 upon 4, because 4 went to the RHS and got divided by 1. So I'll scroll down a bit. And cos square x degree is equal to 1 upon 4. So the square that is present in the RHS will go to the LHS and become root. So therefore, cos x is equal to root of 1 upon 4, which will be equal to 1 upon 2. Therefore, cos x is equal to 1 upon 2. And we need an angle whose cos will be 1 upon 2. So therefore that angle will be 60 degree. So x will be equal to, x degree will be equal to 60 degree. So we have solved our first question, and we will check if the answer that we have gotten satisfies this condition. So the answer that we have gotten is 60 degree. Now it is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. So yes, the answer is correct. Now we'll move on to a second question that states that find sine square x degree plus cos square x degree. And the first question, we have found out the value of x degree, that is equal to 60 degree. So we'll move on to a second question, and we'll substitute x degree by 60 degree. So I'll solve it on the left hand side. So I'll just make some space. So over here, sine square x plus cos square x. Okay. So wherever there is x, I'll substitute the value with 60 degree. So sine square 60 degree plus cos square 60 degree. Okay. So therefore, sine square 60 degree can be written as sine 60 into sine 60 degree plus cos square 60 degree, that can be written as cos 60 degree cos 60 degree. So first of all, we'll find sine 60 degree. So over here, sine 60 degree can be written as root 3 upon 2. So therefore, root 3 upon 2 into root 3 upon 2 plus cos 60 degree, that is 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2. Okay. Now I forgot to mention this earlier, that this is the part B of exercise 23C, and in exercise 23C I have done question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3 in my part A. This is the part B, which I'll be doing question number 4, question number 5 and question number 12. And a note to the viewers, I'll be saying this in every start of the video, in my past also and my future also. In the present video, I would like to make a note that I have not drawn the magic triangles, because in my earlier videos, I have solved every trigonometric ratio with reference to magic triangles, and I've shown you how that answer will be the answer to the trigonometric ratio with reference to magic triangles. But in this video, I won't be referring to magic triangles. I'll be doing it orally, and I would it would be really grateful that you would have crammed all the magic triangles, and then you would also solve orally the trigonometric ratios. If you do not understand, if you want to understand more about trigonometric magic triangles, so look in the description below. You'll find the two videos in which there's a short explanation of magic triangles and a long explanation for magic triangles. Okay, so moving on forward, root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3 upon 2 into 2, that is 4, plus 1 into 1, which is 1, plus 1 into 1, which is 1, and 2 into 2, which is 4. So therefore 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 upon 4 can be written as 1. Okay, so we'll move on to our final question of question number 4, that is 1 upon cos square x degree minus tan square x degree. Okay, so there is enough space here, and I'll just write the question down. 1 upon cos square x degree. One upon cos square x degree minus tan square x degree. So therefore we'll substitute the x degree. We'll substitute x degree by 60 degree with 60 degree. So therefore I can write this as 1 upon cos square 60 degree minus tan square 60 degree. Now cos square 60 degree, I can write that as cos 60 degree into cos 60 degree. Minus tan square 60 degree, that can be written as tan 60 degree into tan 60 degree. So tan square 60 degree or any other trigonometric ratio square any angle. So say for example here tan square 60 degree can be written as tan 60 degree whole square, and then it can be written as tan 60 into tan 60 degree. So over here I will write the value for 1 upon cos 60 degree. Okay, so cos 60 degree is equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore cos square 60 degree can be written as 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4 minus tan 60 degree, that is root 3 upon 1. So therefore tan 60 degree into tan 60 degree is 3 upon 1. Why? Because root 3 into root 3 is 1. Root 3 into root 3 is 3, pardon. And 1 into 1 is 1. So therefore 3 upon 1, as I've mentioned over here. Answer to 1 upon cos square 60 degree is 1 whole divided by 1 divided by 4. That can be written as 4 upon 1. So therefore 4 upon 1 minus 3 upon 1 can be written as 1. So I'll ask you to note this down. I'll wait for some time. Okay, so let's move on forward. Now our fifth question. Okay, so our fifth question states that if 4 sine square theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So again we have to solve this main question. We have to find theta, and whatever answer we get for theta, in my first question we'll find theta by solving this equation. Then in the second question, whatever value you get for theta, say for example we get 30 degree, so we'll substitute the value with theta, we'll substitute the value for theta with 30 degree, and then we'll solve this equation. And there is a condition given here that the angle that you will find, say for example 30 degree, or simply whatever, there's a condition given over here. Okay, so whatever angle you get, it should be greater than equal to 0 degree or lesser than equal to 90 degree. So let's solve 4 sine square theta minus 1 is equal to 0, which can be written as 4 sine square theta is equal to 1. Now over here there is again no multiplication symbol, there is no symbol over here, so I can write that as 4 into sine square theta, that can be written as sine square theta is equal to 1 upon 4. So again the square in the LHS goes to the RHS and becomes root. So therefore sine theta is equal to root of 1 upon 4, that can be written as 1 upon 2. Now over here we need an angle theta degree such that the sine of that angle is equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore that angle would be 30 degree. So therefore theta is equal to 30 degree. So we have solved our first question. Theta is equal to 30 degree. Now whatever, now in the second question, cos square theta degree plus tan square theta degree. So wherever there's theta degree, we'll substitute those values by 30 degree. So cos square 30 degree plus tan square 30 degree. So I'll solve the question in the right hand side. Okay, so I'll change the color and then we'll move on forward. Let's change the color to pink. Okay, so cos square 60 degree plus tan square 60 degree. Okay, now over here, cos square 60 degree can be written as cos 60 degree into cos 60 degree plus tan square 60 degree, that can be written as tan 60 degree into tan 60 degree. So we'll find cos 60 degree, which is equal to, so over here cos square 30 degree can be written as cos 30 degree into cos 30 degree, cos 30 degree into cos 30 degree, cos 30 degree plus tan square 30 degree, that can be written as tan 30 degree into tan 30 degree. So over here cos 30 degree, that can be written as root 3 upon 2 into root 3 upon 2 plus tan 30 degree, that can be written as 1 upon root 3 into 1 upon root 3. Okay, so let's solve this whole equation. So I'll solve this whole equation. So over here tan cos 30 degrees root 3 upon 2, tan 30 degrees 1 upon root 3. So therefore root 3 upon 2 into root 3 upon 2, that can be written as 3 upon 4, and 1 upon root 3 into 1 upon root 3, that can be written as 1 upon 3. And there's an addition symbol in between, so therefore 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 3, that can be written as 13 upon 12. And in the mixed fraction form, it can be written as 1 upon 12. So you could write this in improper fraction, or you could write this as mixed fraction. It is according to your preference. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Now we'll be directly skipping to question number 12, because the rest of the questions, question number 6, question number 7, they are all same questions, so there's no point in solving them again. So the question number 12 is a bit different. It acquires the logic of my part A video on exercise 23C. It's a bit same, but there are certain difficulties introduced in this question, so we'll try to solve them. So over here I'll just change my color to white. Okay, so over here we need such an angle that cos of that angle is equal to 1 upon 2, so therefore that angle will be equal to 60 degree. So therefore 3x will be equal to 60 degree. Therefore x will be equal to 20 degree. Moving on to our next part. Now over here cos x upon 3 is equal to 1. This is a little bit difference, but don't worry, it is the same. So over here we need an angle that cos of that angle will be equal to 1. So therefore that angle will be 0. So therefore cos 0 degree will be equal to 1. So therefore x upon 3 will be equal to 0 degree. X will be equal to 0 into 3. Therefore x degree will be equal to 0 degree, because any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. Moving on to our third subpart. Now as I've said before, there are certain difficulties introduced in this question, and these are one of the difficulties. So I'll guide you, I'll hold your hand throughout this problem. So we need an angle here. The logic is same. So over here, what is the logic? We need an angle whose sine is equal to 1 upon 2. So that angle is 30 degree. So therefore x plus 10 is equal to 30 degree. Therefore x is equal to, plus 10 goes to the RHS and becomes minus 10, so therefore 30 minus 10 is equal to 20 degree. So therefore x degree is equal to 20 degree. Moving on to our fourth subpart. Cos 2x minus 30 degree is equal to 0. Again, we'll use the same logic. So we need an angle whose cos is equal to 0 degree. So therefore that angle is 90 degree. Therefore 2x minus 30 degree will be equal to 90 degree. Therefore 2x is equal to minus 30 goes to the RHS and becomes plus 30. So therefore 90 plus 30 is equal to 120 degree. X is equal to therefore 120 by 2, that can be written as 60 degree. So therefore x is equal to x degree is equal to 60 degree. Okay, moving on to the next subpart. In all of these questions, in question number 12, the logic is same even in this question. So again we need, I'll just change the pen, so I'll go with orange. So over here we need an angle whose cos is equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore that angle will be 60 degree. So therefore 3x minus 15 degree will be equal to 60 degree. 3x minus 15 degree will be equal to 60 degree. So 3x is equal to 15 goes to the other side and becomes 75 degree. X is equal to 75 divided by 3. So therefore 2 3s are 6 in fact, and the remainder is 1. So therefore 5 3s are 15. So therefore x is equal to 25 degree. Okay, so moving on to our next subpart. Tan square x minus 5 degree is equal to 3. Okay, so over here the square that is present in tan square x minus 5 degree, that will go to the RHS and it will become, so I'll write this again, and the square that is present in the RHS will go to the square that is present in the LHS will go to the RHS and it will become root 3. So therefore we need an angle whose tan will be root 3. So therefore that angle will be 60 degree. So therefore x minus 5 degree is equal to 60 degree. Therefore minus 5 will go to the RHS and it will become plus 5. So therefore 60 plus 5 will be 65 degree. So therefore x is equal to 65 degree. Okay, so moving on forward to our seventh subpart. Tan square 2x minus 20 is equal to 1 upon 3. So same logic, the square that is present in tan square 2x minus 20 degree will go to the RHS and it will become 1 upon root 3. So therefore tan 2x minus 20 degree is equal to 1 upon root 3. Why? Because when I understand your plight, because you might be asking that, hey, tan square 2x minus 20 degree, the square that is present in the LHS will go to the RHS and the correct answer would be 1 upon root 1 upon 3. So there will be a whole root and inside that there will be a fraction 1 upon 3. But why have I written 1 upon root 3? Because 1 into 1 is 1 only. So therefore there's no fayda in writing 1 upon 3 whole root, because 1 into 1 is 1 only. So there's no fayda of writing 1 upon 3 whole root. So over here I'll just rub this. Okay, so we need an angle whose tan will be 1 upon root 3. So therefore that angle will be 30 degree. So therefore 2x minus 20 degree will be equal to 30 degree. So 2x is equal to 30 plus 20, that will be 50 degree, and x is equal to 50 divided by 2, that will be 25 degree. So moving on to our next subpart, the 8th subpart. Okay, so over here there's no square, so that's okay. So over here we need an angle. I'll just change the color to, let's see, this color. So over here we need an angle whose cos will be root 3 upon 2. So therefore that angle will be 30 degree. Therefore x upon 2 plus 10 degree will be equal to 30 degree. Therefore x upon 2 is equal to 30 minus 10, that will be 20 degree. X is equal to 20 into 2, that will be equal to 40 degree. So therefore x degree will be equal to 40 degree. So our 9th question, but in this question it has a condition that whatever degree you get for x, that should be either greater than equal to 0 degree or less than equal to 90 degree. Okay, so sine square x degree, sine square x plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 1. So therefore sine square x is equal to minus 1 upon 4, and the square that is present in sine square x, that will go to the RHS and become minus 1 upon 4 whole root. So therefore that answer would be 1 upon 2. So there is a small mistake over here. I'll tell you the mistake, or you must have understood it by now. So over here minus 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2 will be 1 upon 4. But the root for minus 1 upon 4, the whole root for minus 1 upon 4, that it will not be 1 upon 2. The answer would be... Okay. So our 9th subpart states that find sine square x plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 1. So therefore I can write it as sine square x is... Okay. So our next question states that find sine square x plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 1. So I can write this as sine square x is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 4. So therefore I'll solve for RHS. So I'll leave LHS as it is. 1 upon 1 minus 1 upon 4, which will be equal to, our LCM will be 4. So therefore our RHS will be equal to 3 upon 4. So I'll rearrange the equation as it is. Sine square x is equal to 3 upon 4. Now over here there is a square present in the LHS in sine square x. So the square that is present in sine square x, I'll take it to the RHS and it will become square root of 3 upon 4, which will be equal to root 3 upon 2. So over here we need an angle such that the sine of that angle will be equal to root 3 upon 2. So therefore that angle will be equal to sine 60 degree. So therefore our x will be equal to 60 degree. Okay. Now over here we look at the condition given here. 0, x is greater than equal to 0 and smaller than equal to 90 degree. So the answer that we have gotten, that is x is equal to 60 degree. So therefore x 60 degree is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. So yeah, the correct answer is 60 degree. Now another way of looking at this is, whatever value is there in this equation, I'll substitute, so I'll just make some space. Now I would advise you to note all this down because I have to make some space. So over here what I'll do is, where there's x, I'll substitute that value with 60 degree. Sine square x, instead of x I'll write 60 degree plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 1. So therefore, sine square 60 degree can be written as sine 60 into sine 60, root 3 upon 2 into root 3 upon 2. That can be written as 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 1. So 4 upon 4 can be written as 1. And in the LHS, we have gotten our answer as 1. And in the RHS also, we have gotten our answer as 1 according to the equation. So therefore, indeed, our answer is equal to x is equal to 60 degree. Moving on to our next subpart, the same logic is applicable. Cos square x is equal to 1 minus 3 upon 4. So first we'll solve the RHS. We leave the LHS as it is. 1 upon 1 minus 3 upon 4, which will be equal to 4, which will be equal to 4 minus 3, 1 upon 4. So therefore, I can rewrite this as cos square x is equal to 1 upon 4. Now over here, what I'll do is, as I've done in the previous question, the square that is present in the LHS, I'll move that to RHS. The square that is present in the LHS, I'll move that into the RHS. And the answer will become cos x is equal to 1 upon 4 whole root, and that will be equal to 1 upon 2. Okay. Now we need such an angle that cos of that angle will be equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore, that angle will be 60 degree. Okay. Now, as I've said before, I'll look at the condition over here and I'll see whether the property of I'll see whether the answer that I've gotten over here, that is x is equal to 60 degree, satisfies this condition or not. Now, this condition states that whatever answer you've gotten for x, that should be either greater or equal to 0 or less than equal to 90 degree. Now, 60 degrees greater than 0 and smaller than 90 degrees. So indeed, our answer is correct. Now, another way of looking at this is, what I'll do is I'll change my color so that you can differentiate properly. Let's take pink. Okay. So what I'll do is, wherever there's x, I'll substitute the x by 60 degree because that is the answer that we have gotten. So 3 upon 4 plus cos square x, cos square 60 degree. So what I'll do is I'll not touch the RHS. I have to make sure that in the LHS I get 1. So therefore, that will prove that our answer is correct. So 3 upon 4 plus cos square 60 degree, that can be written as cos 60 into cos 60, that can be written as 1 upon 2. So therefore, 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 4, which is equal to 4 upon 4. So therefore, our LHS is equal to 1 and our RHS also is equal to 1. So therefore, we have indeed proved that our x is equal to 60 degree, which is a correct statement. Moving on to our next subpart, the ninth subpart. And now over here, what I'll do is, same logic is applicable. So 3 upon 4 plus sine square 2x is equal to 1. So I can write this as sine square 2x is equal to 1 minus 3 upon 4. So sine square 2x is equal to 1 upon 1 minus 3 upon 4, which will be equal to 1 upon 4. So I can rephrase this as sine square 2x is equal to 1 upon 4. So therefore, the square that is present in the LHS in sine square 2x, that will go to the RHS. So I can write this as sine 2x is equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore, we need an angle such that the sine of that angle will be equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore, that angle will be 30 degree. So scroll down a bit. So therefore, 2x is equal to 30 degree. Therefore, x will be equal to 15 degree. Now we look at the above condition that is given to us, this condition over here. And what I'll do is I'll check whether whatever answer I've gotten for x is correct or not. Now over here, whatever value I've gotten for x should be either greater than or equal to 0 degree or 90 or less than equal to 90 degree. Now 15 degree is greater than 0 but less than 90 degree. So our answer is correct. Now another way of looking at this is 3 upon 4 plus sine square 2x is equal to 1. So what I'll do is I'll check whether the answer is correct. So I'll take white. Okay. So 3 upon 4 plus sine square 2x. Now over here x is equal to 15 degrees. So therefore 2x is equal to 30 degree. Sine square 30 degree. So 3 upon 4 plus sine square 30 degree, that can be written as sine 30 into sine 30, which further can be written as 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2, and that will be equal to 1 upon 4. So our 3 plus 1 is 4, so therefore 4 upon 4 is 1. So in our LHS, 3 upon 4 plus sine square 2 sine square 30 degrees is equal to 1, and our LHS is 1, RHS is 1, so indeed our answer is correct. Okay, so moving on to our next subpart. 3 upon 4 plus cos square 3x minus 9 degrees is equal to 1. Now this might look a bit complicated, but all you have to do is you have to apply the same logic that I have solved. So what you'll have to do is simply you have to apply the same logic that I've done with respect to in my earlier question. So that logic is cos square 3x minus 9 is equal to 1 minus the 3 upon 4 will move to the RHS and become minus 3 upon 4. So therefore I'll leave the LHS as it is. Cos square 3x minus 9 degree. This is minus is equal to again 1 upon 2. Now what I'll do is again the square that is present in the LHS in cos square 3x minus 9 degree. What I'll do is I'll shift the square to the RHS. Cos 3x minus 9 degree is equal to, so this will be 4. This will be 4, and over here the square will move to the, I'll just make it a little clear. It was a mistake. So what I'll do is 1 upon 4 will be our answer over here in this step, and the square will move to the RHS and it will become root 1 upon 4. That will be equal to 1 upon 2 because the root of 4 is 2. Now we need an angle such that cos of that angle will be equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore that angle will be equal to 60 degree. Therefore 3x minus 9 degree will be equal to 60 degree. Now scrolling down, 3x is equal to 60 plus 9, that will be equal to 69 degree. So don't make double meanings out of this. So x will be equal to 69 divided by 3, which will be equal to 13 degree, 23 degree, pardon. So therefore x will be equal to 23 degree. And what you'll do is, as I've said before, what you'll do is you'll just check if the answer that I've gotten satisfies this condition. So whatever value you get for x should be greater than 0 and less than 90 degree. So here I've gotten the value as 23 degree. So over here 23 is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. So therefore our answer is correct, and I'll use the same logic as I've done in my previous sum. I'll substitute where there is x. Instead of x, I'll write 23 degree. So you have to follow the same process, and then on both sides you'll get 1 upon 1 is equal to 1. Now over here, as I've said before 5 seconds ago, that you could use the same logic as before, that where there is x, I'll substitute the values and I'll write 23 instead. Now I'll just show you as a demo because my instinct says so. So what I'll do is I'll write this down below. I'll write it down below over here, and I'll just separate this. Okay, swapping, and 3 upon 4 plus cos square 3 upon 4 plus cos square 3x minus 9 degree. So what I'll do is 3 upon 4 plus cos square. I'll solve the LHS first. So therefore 3 into 23. So therefore 23 into 3 will be equal to 9 to 3 is 69 degree. Now again, as I said before, please don't make any double meanings out of this. Minus 9. So we have 3 upon 4 plus cos square 60 degree. So over here 3 upon 4 plus cos square 60 degree. Now cos square 60 degree has reappeared in my earlier question before, so I'll refer to that. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? So over here, oh, okay, sine square 60 degree. Okay, no worries. I'll solve it on my own. So cos square 60 degree can be written as cos 60 into cos 60, and cos 60 is equal to 1 upon 2. So therefore 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 can be written as 1 upon 4. So 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 4, which is 1. So in our LHS, we have received the answer as 1. In the RHS also, we have received an answer as 1. So our x is equal to 23 degree. That answer, that statement is correct. So that brings us to the end of this lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay home, stay safe. Take care. Bye.